you can't wait to see those first tomato blossoms. Unfortunately, you go out a few days later and see this, a drying up blossom that is getting ready or has already fallen off. So what happened? And how can you prevent it, more importantly? Typically, there's a couple things that can cause that. Number one would be the weather. If it gets above 85 degrees or below 55 degrees for several days in a row, you're going to have that problem. More often than not, it's that they haven't been pollinated. And that could be a lack of pollinators. Maybe it's early in the season. If it's early in the season, that's probably what it is. So there's something you can do to actually increase the number of tomatoes you get by 10 times or more. And that is become a pollinator yourself, or at least help out the ones that are not doing their job yet. The cool thing about tomatoes is that they are self-contained in the pollination department. Every flower contains the male and the female parts. So the pollen doesn't have to travel very far to pollinate the tomato. And so what we can do, there's a couple things, is number one, every time we walk by in the garden, you can tap, if they're growing on strings like this, you can tap the string. You can just tap the plant if you've got them in a tomato cage, bang on the cage, and that's going to jiggle the pollen loose and help it attach, get it where it needs to go. If you really want to get involved, you can take a paintbrush, a little small paintbrush like this, and just give it a little tickle, a little dusting. And that's going to do the same thing, except it's a little more hands-on and maybe a little more of a guarantee that that's actually going to happen. But if you do that to all of your flowers, barring any weather or maybe some underwatering, you're going to get 10 times the tomatoes this year. If you got something out of this video, please give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I will see you guys next time.